Hey everyone, I'm so happy to see you on my channel. Today we'll continue the road trip around the wonderful Kazakhstan. Even though it's not the most advertised tourist destination, believe me, there is so much to explore in this country. And first let's see one of the many natural wonders here. It's Charyn Canyon. Are you ready? Let's go! The temperature has become really comfortable right now. I guess it's because it was raining in the afternoon and now it's evening, so it's warm, there is a little breeze, and I really like the light on these cliffs. It makes them look mysterious. I like that. By the way, another name of this canyon is the Valley of Castles. I guess because the rocks should look like castles here. You know what? From here it does look like Grand Canyon a little bit, except that there are not so many people here. It also says that there is a river here, but I haven't seen it so far. The land looks really dry. This looks so incredible. I think that the river has dried out. There is just some sand road. There are some tourists down there, and that's it. And these amazing rocks. Charyn Canyon is situated next to the Chinese border and is about 150 kilometers long. It is an absolutely magical place with giant rocks that are shaped in peculiar forms. They look like towers, chapels, animals, and some petrified fantasy creatures. The atmosphere here is truly special. Maybe it's because the canyon is 350,000 years old. Can you imagine what it has seen throughout its lifetime? There is a lot of information about the river, the Charyn River, that it's 427 kilometers long and all of that, but there is no river. I don't see it. Where is it? Oh my god, it looks like a joke. You know, it's so hot right now, I'm so thirsty, but there is no river. Oh, it would be so great if there was a river. And I don't have a lot of water left with me. That's all I have. And I don't know how long we're gonna be walking here. I think for a few more hours. There is some blood. Yeah, I think the most difficult part is over. Just for a second, I don't know, maybe 100 meters, we had to crawl down those rocky slopes. And that was, I mean, it's not very dangerous, but just because I don't have proper shoes, that wasn't the most pleasant experience. And I can hear the river, so it exists, really. This river is like a present after a very long and tiring walk in this heat. Oh, it's so powerful, so beautiful. Она вкусная. О, это прекрасно. I love rivers like that in the wild. I feel like there is so much power in them. You know, when you touch this cold water, you feel so energized and so calm. And it's a perfect place for meditations. We need to hurry because the sun is going down. Look, this rock kind of looks like a sleeping face of a person. There are so many amazing rocks here. They look magnificent, but at the same time scary, because you see right there, that rock fell from up there. And I think this can happen to all the rocks here. They can fall down, like that one, for example. Can you see on top? We have just arrived to the place where we're gonna spend the night. It's some forest and it's a nature reserve, so we should strictly follow the route, and we're not allowed to leave the territory of our cottage. And the lady, the owner of this place, she said that we can't walk in the forest at night, we can't make fire here and smoke, so we have to be careful. So this is the room. I wonder what kind of view is behind the window. It should be really beautiful, but now it's pitch dark. Let's check out the second floor. Wow, this room is big. There are 3 beds. This one is with a camel. So fancy. So that's the place where we're gonna spend the night. Well, at least it's in a nature reserve, so it should be really pretty around the house. But inside it's nothing fancy. And I think I've burned my cheeks after hiking in the canyon. Also, there are spiders above this bed, so I'm not gonna sleep here, definitely. So I guess I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. I just had a second to check out this beautiful forest that we spent the night in. We've packed everything and now we will start our journey to, I don't remember where exactly, but I will show you, of course. Let's go. So this is what you can see in Kazakhstan. I'm afraid. We're on the way to the local market in this small village somewhere in Kazakhstan. I haven't been to the market here yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's gonna be like. We haven't had breakfast yet, and all the cafes in this village are closed. Well, actually there are just 2 cafes right here, and we have stopped a lady on the street and she advised us to check out the market, and she said that we could find some food there, so we'll see about that. Here on the market I bought the local snack. It's called kurt. Looks like this. And this is the dried cottage cheese. It's something salty. Что? Россия. Были там? А что вы продаете?
Все, что попадет. Что рукавой, все продаем.
Это вермишель, да?
Это для
Хлеб.
Да. Скот. Вот
Здорово.
хлеб попробуй, наш хлеб. Это.
Вы сами печете хлеб?
Да, дома, тандыр.
Давайте маленький я возьму.
Вот,
Маленький, да.
Амунай.
А сколько он стоит?
220.
I was distracted by an old man who served in Russia in the army, and he's a Kazakh man, and he just wanted to talk to me. He asked me where I was from, and then he advertised the bread that they're making, apparently with his wife, and I had to buy the bread also. And you know what's funny about this bread is that it's really, really hard. I thought that it was not fresh, but they told me that it's supposed to be like this because they don't put yeast in this bread. Well, I mean, it's hot. I can see that it's right out of the oven, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna eat it But the man was so nice that I wanted to just support him. And also, so about this snack, this is dried cottage cheese. It's supposed to be salty and dry. So a lot of dry food. I think it's because in Kazakhstan it's really hot and fresh food goes bad, so that's why they make everything dry. Now we'll go to the cafe and hopefully we'll find some coffee. And these will be my snacks for the day for hiking.
Bir bal qo'shiladi. Al har bir 4-chi sotib oluv sizga 2 есе ko'p ball keladi. Kartani kassadan sotib olingizda fix chiziqcha price.kz saytida dal hozir kirgansiz. Fix price kartamen.
You know, it's interesting that they have these gas pipes, the yellow ones, not underground. And you can see them everywhere here. Yeah, it's the first time I see something like this. Usually in Russia they bury them underground. Here is some abandoned building and it says on sale. I will sell this house. Do you want to buy it? You know, it's really hard to find a place where to have breakfast in this village because everything opens at around 10 or 11, but now it's like 10:15 and this place was supposed to open at 10, but it's still closed. But luckily there is the number of the person who owns this place and we called them and they said that in 15 minutes they will open. So that's good that at least they have the phone number to contact them. It seems like people here are not very punctual. And maybe while we're waiting I will try this thing, kurt. Yeah, I don't have very high expectations about it. I don't think it's very delicious, but we will see. Alright, wish me luck. Oh my god, it's impossible to even bite it. It's so salty. It's like very salty and dry cheese. It's actually not that bad and maybe I could eat it, but I'm just not used to that big amount of salt in my food. I wonder if you can use it as a spice or not. Maybe like to sprinkle it on top of some dish. Maybe that would be interesting. We've made a little stop next to a stream and it's a special stream that gives you water that's good for your kidneys. So here's the way to the stream. And there you can see a typical Kazakh landscape. You know, we've been driving for a couple of hours already and the landscape has been pretty much the same to this. Lots of mountains, lots of steps. This is the street. You see people are coming here with big gallons so that they can fill them up. So it must be some good water. I have filled up my bottle. It's really cold and it tastes good too. Really hot right now. I think it's about 40 degrees Celsius and now we will continue our way to find those sand dunes or something, and I think that we can make some epic shots there. You know, I had a feeling that dinosaurs lived in this place. When we were driving through this steppe, we stumbled upon this alley of dinosaurs. There are like posters that tell you about the dinosaurs that used to live here. It's so cool. I wish I could see a dinosaur. I like this place so much. I like this atmosphere with dinosaurs and also those stones that are very mysterious. Who knows where they came from? There is a theory that they were used as a stove, but also, who knows, really, maybe there were some rituals next to those stones, or maybe they even sacrificed someone near those stones, so no one knows, and no one, I guess, will ever know this. The singing Barchan is more than 3 kilometers long and is about 4,000 years old. Apparently, sometimes it makes a sound similar to the roar of a jet plane. When a sand avalanche flows down, a layer of wet sand underneath begins to vibrate, making sounds. Locals say that in the past people used to explain the singing of the dune by the fact that the devil was sleeping under the sands. You know, climbing here is kind of hard because it's so hot. I can't believe it. But it's really beautiful. And we're the only people here. I can't see anyone like miles away. I just need to make it to the top of this hill. But I guess maybe because of this heat, my head started hurting. But luckily I have some water with me. So I hope it will help. Yeah, I just need to climb a little bit more. Right there. And there I can see some water. Would be so nice to swim there right now. You know, this is another perfect spot for meditation. It's so quiet here. There are no people around. Personally, I thought that this place is so magical. It looked exactly like the setting of one of my favorite books, The Little Prince, where a pilot crash-landed in a desert and while trying to desperately repair the plane, he encountered a little boy who'd come there from another planet. This is a philosophical book and I could spend hours in this secluded place just thinking about it and gaining inspiration. Look at this bread. And this is fresh. Okay, I shouldn't do things like this with bread. Good bread. And you know that in our hotel, the electricity got cut off and now we're just sitting in the dark and there is this alarm that's gone off and I'm starving. The food is in another building and I think that the oven is not working there too, so we can't really cook anything. So that's great. We're still in the darkness and apparently there is no electricity on the whole street. And the lady, the owner of this guest house, she said that it happens sometimes, but usually they don't turn off the electricity for a long time. There are just some shortages and they have to fix it soon, but we've been waiting for about an hour right now, just sitting in the dark and listening to this alarm, and I'm just starving. Now Dima has arranged the fire where he will heat up our food. Электричество дали! Ой, опять не дали. Опять дали, ура! Это всегда так бывает. Это закон подлости. But now we have prepared to have dinner here. Yeah, just a second ago the electricity started working again. And now we will move to... Oh, I look so tired. There is sand all over my face. But now we will move to the dining room and have dinner like normal people. I would have never thought that Kazakhstan has so much to offer. I was so glad to explore its culture and off the beaten track destinations. It's cool that you had time to join me on this adventure in Central Asia. Let me know what you think of this place in the comments. And also thank you so much for supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. Have a great day. Bye.
Some say